originator, converter, and servicer. How do you compensate really great people on your team? This is a little code of figuring that out, because you're going to have people who come onto your team and they're not going to originate a whole lot of business, but they're amazing at servicing people. You're going to have people that will just never feel comfortable going out and getting paperwork signed, but they're amazing at servicing people. But you also have people that are really, really talented and who can service, who can convert, and who can originate. So how to compensate those people? This is the way that I want you to think about this. If you've ever thought about building a team or maybe a small brokerage or a group, and you're trying to figure out how to compensate people well, this is really important to think through. I talk to a lot of people who own those types of entities who feel pinched. Their ownership margins are horrible because they're paying out the nose for these types of servicers. Oftentimes, they're the rainmakers. They're bringing in everything, and they're paying really, really big money to people who are just servicing the client when they've done all the work to cultivate the relationships, to allow those relationships to come into the group and get them signed, then to hand them over to somebody who's doing the servicing. And that's completely backwards. The reason people do that is because they're afraid that if they don't give that level of compensation, that people simply will leave, that they'll train them up and they'll leave. And here's the reality. If you train servicers and you don't give them the opportunity to be converters or originators, they will leave. But if you have an opportunity within your organization for people to grow and to be paid better and better at each level, you're going to do a whole lot better. So here's a simple way to think about how to compensate great people who want to be part of your vision. And it's just this. What would you pay for someone to service an opportunity that you brought in and you got signed? What would you pay that person if they had the talent to be able to go and compete just like you for that listing or that buyer and win against all sorts of competition? That's a converter. What are you willing to pay for that piece on each transaction? And then finally, what are you willing to pay if somebody originates an opportunity? They become a great originator. They create their own funnel. What are you going to pay them? You're going to pay these people differently when they take it from originator all the way through servicer than when you just hand off an opportunity to a servicer. Doesn't mean that servicers don't have a whole lot of work. It does mean that they're going to have opportunity to grow within your organization. When you do this, you're going to find that you're going to attract people that can do all three as well. And you're going to train people who come in needing your help to get started, who eventually become great originators. And that's the type of person you're going to be able to grow an organization with. That's how to build an indispensably great business and do it with some people that you really enjoy working with. Thanks for watching.